Hey, what's going on, everybody? VHS Tacos is back. It's Wednesday, April 6th.
Hump Day!
Hump Day! Today was the early access fan screening for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in Dolby. Well, at least it was Dolby at our theater. Did things a little bit different. So, I actually flew solo to this one. Well, not really solo. It was like 25% kids and then 75% man-children decked out in Sonic attire. Shout out to the guys who had the Sonic pillows and who went ape for the credit scene. You're awesome. For starters, we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. Huge Sonic fan. Bought the Steelbook after I saw that movie in 2020. Loved and adored it. Jimbo killed it. Ben Schwartz killed it.
Did you play the video game on your Switch?
Which one? I loved it. It was like the second to last movie that I saw before, of course, everything shut down. And it was one of the best ways to really just kind of take a break. Who wants to take a break from the movie theater? So, of course, when the second one was announced, almost instantly, I said, I don't care. You know, I could really go without the trailers. I'm in. Like, I don't need to know anything else about it. So, of course, like an idiot, I watched the first two trailers and I said, oh, I'm in. And so here we are. The fan event included an exclusive cover for the comic. And then, I mean, of course, the little poster on the back. But since we're talking posters, look at this thing that's going on my wall.
By the way, guys, you're seeing this for the first time just like I am. I don't know. It's pretty.
So, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Since Mrs. Taco opted to sit this one out, that's fine. I'm going to do my very, very best to explain this movie and, of course, geek out in its spoiler entirety. And then I would like to hear her very unbiased opinions and thoughts on the movie. So,
I already have the number in my head. How many tacos, so go ahead.
the movie doesn't waste any time. Just kind of like the first one. It doesn't really waste any time at all. It just dives right into things. And if the first one was a nice balance of Sonic lore and trying to get people acclimated to that, because it can be a lot to digest all at once, and then of course you kind of ground things a little bit with the human side, that way we have some kind of connective tissue. This movie functionally acts like the second Ninja Turtle movie that Michael Bay produced, as opposed to the first one where it said, okay, cool, we got all that out of the way, let's dive right into things. And the movie literally opens up with the Mushroom Planet. There's Jim Carrey as Robotnik. The guy's going insane. He's trying to make 1 billion different types of mushroom coffee. Portal opens up. The kid and the soldiers come out. There is Knuckles himself, voiced by Idris Elba, who is clearly having a blast.
We like Idris.
We love Idris, and he's clearly having like the time of his life voicing Knuckles. And from there, it somehow manages to get even crazier. We'll start with the visual effects. The visual effects in this movie are insane. They don't have any right looking anywhere near as good as they look, especially considering how the very first trailer for the very first Sonic, it had that weird, almost too uber realistic Sonic human looking hybrid thing.
Yeah,
with the little teeth. And then of course they delayed the movie a few months. They hit the ground running on that new design, and now here's what we have, and it's of course stunning. But just the detail in the fur on Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, I mean, it's stunning. We have a lot of close-up shots, and of course seeing this in Dolby where they project the image in 4K in the best visual format possible, it looks absolutely incredible. Not only does it look incredible, it sounds incredible. If you are planning to see this and you have a Dolby theater near you, this is the way to go, especially since they're not showing it in IMAX. For reasons, I don't know what the reasons
wouldn't show
are.
it on anything.
You know what?
How are the actors?
Oh yeah, there's humans in this. No, okay. So first and foremost, we'll go ahead and we'll get the good guys out of the way, right? So you have James Marsden and you have Tika Sumpter as, our grounded human couple. The humans that we were with in the first one, the humans that we're with in this one, the good guys, so to speak. And, usually in these family-type movies, these kid movies, and a lot of air quotes there, the humans are there literally to get you from point A to point B, to make poop jokes, fart jokes, to have those pratfalls. That wasn't the case in the first one. They were lovable. They were enjoyable. They were real people, and that's what they are here. We catch up to James Marsden and Tika Sumpter. It's about 200 days, give or take. I can't remember the exact number that Robotnik says, after the first one. And Sonic is their adopted kid, so to speak. I mean, they're caring for him. He's giving Sonic speeches that his father gave him. Telling him that, like, you're going to grow into the person you want to be. You just
As a kid, I would be so bored.
no, but see, that's the thing, right? So they don't sacrifice either the stuff to get the kids interested or the stuff to keep the adults interested. Of course, you know, while all this is happening, Sonic is making his jokes, but he's acting like an actual child if their parents were trying to give them that speech. And it doesn't just stop there at the beginning and then they get sidelined and then we move on to the rest of the movie. Like, they're actual functional people throughout, and he really gets to watch Sonic kind of grow into the person he wants to be, the person that he wants his child to be. Same thing with Tika Sumpter. And of course, we do have Tika Sumpter's sister back, who in this, once again, we're moving all of these good humans along, even though she was kind of annoying in the first one. She is in Hawaii getting married to the dude from Criminal Minds.
Which dude?
Shamar Moore.
Dude.
Fun fact, surprise, and I actually didn't even see this one coming. He's a bad guy, so to speak. He's technically working for a government agency that was set up after the first one, or in between the first one and this one, to essentially track down Sonic because, you know, he went missing and they don't know where he went, even though obviously he's been hanging out with his family.
So are they trying to capture him?
Yeah, they're trying to capture him, which they do. They effectively capture him, but then they end up effectively capturing Tails.
So both of them?
Yeah, they end up capturing both of them. It doesn't just stop there. He's not just like the bad guy and have a falling out and everything like that because the whole wedding part was staged and everything. We then learn that he actually developed feelings for her over the course of him being planted in there just to kind of keep an eye to figure out where Sonic is. I mean, it's such a small scene. It's such a small bit in the middle of the movie. They didn't have to put that much thought and effort into it, honestly. But they did, and I thank you for it. Because once again, we need to get past this day and age of kids' movies being stupid throwaway garbage that have pee, poop, and fart jokes. We have evolved. Speaking of evolving, we now get to one of the standouts. The standout human being in the world, let's be honest here. He is Jim Carrey. In the first Sonic, I would say he's probably working at like 110% capacity. You know, we're talking like 90s era Jim Carrey here. The second one, no, in this one, in Sonic 2, Jim is off the rails. He showed up on set and he said, I'm gonna act my heart out like this is the last movie I'll ever do, which according to an interview, it very well could be. If this is the movie he decides to retire off of, thank you, Jim. This is incredible. I mean,
It's been an honor.
He plays bad. He plays crazy so well. But he's bringing a little bit of that dramatic acting that he's been doing over the past, decade or so into this. There's parts towards the end of the movie where he actually kind of drops the funny man act a little bit and goes like uber evil serious, and it's good.
You know who I haven't heard you talk about very much?
Who?
Sonic.
Yes.
Himself. Big
We need
Schwartz.
to get the humans out of the way. So now here we are. Okay, we are talking about our lovable, adorable, CGI-fueled creatures. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Ben Schwartz. I mean, whoever decided that way back when to say, hey, you know who would be a really good Sonic? Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is perfect. And, it's a testament to how good he is as a voice actor, to where he can imbue Sonic, of course, with that arrogance and that cockiness, but then also that humility and that, him learning just to be a friend, him learning just to be part of a family, him learning that, just because, this was something that Knuckles' tribe has been doing for millennia and millennia, it doesn't necessarily make Knuckles a bad guy. That's just something that he's been indoctrinated into. So him trying to reason with him, just hearing those inflections in his voice and everything like that, like, once again, you didn't have to go that hard, Ben, but you did, Ben. And so I thank you again, Ben. And then, of course, in the credit scene for the first Sonic movie, boom, there's Tails, voiced by none other than Colleen O'Shaughnessy, same voice actress from the games. And it's actually kind of funny. So that credit scene, it technically takes place about 35 minutes into this movie. But she does great. She has that just goofy, lovableness.
Not dooful.
Yeah, I know, dooful. It's just that goofy lovableness about Tails, that innocence, that like looking up to Sonic as a hero because Tails has been monitoring Sonic just for really Sonic's entire existence on Earth. And so being able to like meet, Tails as a hero, she does such a great job with it. And then, of course, you have the big bad Brit himself, Idris Elba, as Knuckles, and oh, he knocks it out of the park. So, of course, he's intimidating. He's big. He's bad. But then we find out Knuckles is a doof. Just one big oaf. You know, he takes everything super literally. He has no idea about any of the references. He doesn't know how baseball works. He is so excited about getting sprinkles on his ice cream. I mean, it's great. Idris Elba has an absolute blast playing the character. And then, of course, when he has to switch that back to serious mode, oh, he might be a red CGI'd echidna, but he is so intimidating. And he's brilliant. This movie, it dials it up to 1,000. You know, I mean, we have giant robotic mech fights, and we have crazy avalanches that we're snowboarding down the side of a mountain on with bits and pieces of Robotnik's robots. We have Austrian goat milk lattes again. I mean, we have everything that you could want from a sequel to Sonic. It's a fantastic movie, which will lead us to some of the big moments. So, you know, I love when crowds get juiced up. You know, when in No Way Home, when of course the original Peters and Spider-Mans introduced themselves and the crowd went nuts. When we saw Endgame and Cap said Avengers Assemble and we all went nuts. Here, oh man, Sonic went supersonic. He gets stepped on, but then poof, he goes to supersonic gold. And let me tell you, of course not everybody went ham, but those guys with the pillows, a few people in front of me, some other people in the front, myself. Oh, man, we just went berserk. And it was incredible. And he looks amazing. But of course, you know, when he has all of that power and he's harnessing that power and the music starts to swell up. Shout out to Tom Hulkenberg. He did a fantastic job on the music. And you're like, oh my God, wait a minute. I thought we were at the end of the movie. Is he about to go crazy? No, he summons chili dogs from the sky. Because that's Sonic. That's the kind of humor you can expect from this movie. And it's great. And two of them smack into Knuckles' head. And it's so great. And then we get to the credit scene. So, you know, I mean, last week when we saw Morbius, I was furious at the stupidity of those credit scenes. Thank God Sonic came along to pat me on the back, give me a hug, and say, it's okay. Wait till you see what we have. Oh, so, Robotnik technically dies, goes missing. They can't find the body. You know, so he goes missing. But, you know, that's fine. That's okay. You know, we've had him for 2 movies. And then they say, oh, you know, we were digging around in some files and we happened to see something from about 50 years ago. All you Sonic fans out there, you're probably starting to perk up a little bit, right? Yeah. So, they're talking about Project Shadow. And then it shows a containment chamber opening up. And there is a fully realized CGI Shadow the Hedgehog. And when I tell you, folks, when I tell you, that crowd went as berserk as they did when Venom licked the screen in Venom 2 and Spider-Man showed up. Oh, Sonic 3, already been confirmed. Give me the Shadow. That's all I want to see. Well, Mrs. Taco, based on everything that I've told you, you ready for this? What would you rate this movie? 1. That's why your review doesn't count. All right. So, as you can see, I'm going to give this 7 chili dogs out of 1.
Oh, God.
This is an incredible movie. This is so much fun. It's exciting. It's zippy. It's peppy. This is everything that you would have wanted from a Sonic movie. Everything that you've never seen it. If you have a chance to go check out Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Sonicking, let us know down in the comments below. If you have a chance to check out Sonic 2, Sonic Harder, in Dolby, let us know down in the comments below. If you freaked out as much as I did over Supersonic and Shadow, let me know. If you've ever actually tried an Austrian goat milk latte, steamed, let me know. They actually kind of look pretty good. That has been another glorious review from VHS Taco, singular. Just myself, since you didn't see it. But that's okay. I got you tomorrow. And we will see you guys on the next go-around. Adios.
Bye.